Why it's colorful? Because it's a flat key to sharp key. And then go back to flat key. That's why.
Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Masako from Madame Piano Channel. こんにちは、Masako です。今日もボストンよりジャズピアノレッスンをお送りします。Today, I will introduce you the magic chord that make any tune sound jazzy and colorful, which is Tritone Substitute chord. At Berklee College of Music, where I studied, we also call it substitute dominant. Because many people are confused with this concept and use it in the wrong way, I will split in 3 short videos to teach you this topic clearly. In this first video, I will explain to you what is tritone and the concept of tritone substitution. At the end, I will show you the basic example of how to use it. In the second video, I will show you the wrong example and explain when you cannot use tritone substitution and why. In the third video, I will show you how to insert tritone substitution chord where there is no dominant 7th chord to replace. You will finally understand why I call it magic chord in this third video. Okay, let's start. Tritone means 3 whole steps interval. Tritone is the characteristic of dominant 7th chord. For example, in the key of C, the dominant 7th is G7. This 3rd and 7th of dominant 7th is tritone because they are 3 whole steps apart. See? So this tritone interval creates unstable sound and it wants to resolve this way, which is C chord. That's why you see C chord after G7 often, because this is a resolution. And look at this root motion. G7 resolves to C. It's down a 5th. So this is the phenomenon of music, circle of 5ths. And when G7 resolves to C, you can replace this G7 with D flat 7 because D flat 7 has the same tritone F and B, B and F. See? Because of this reason, they are interchangeable. So G7 to C or D flat 7 to C. Finding tritone substitute chord is pretty easy. Look at G7 and D flat 7. Their roots are tritone apart as well. See, 3 whole steps. But I usually find it based on the root motion. I mean, when you use tritone substitution chord, such as D flat 7, root motion goes down a half step to resolve to C. So you can think backwards from C. The dominant 7th based on the note half step above C. That is D flat 7. See, this is easy. Okay, let's apply tritone substitution to the tune. First, all the things you are. As you see, this E flat 7 resolves to A flat major 7. So let's find tritone substitute chord for E flat 7. Since they are root of the chord,
tritone apart. So E flat from E flat, A7 is a tritone substitute chord. Let's make sure A7 tritone and E flat 7 tritone, see, they are the same. Or you can find the way I do, which is much faster. So the target resolution chord is A flat. When you use tritone substitution, it resolves half step down, so think backwards from the target chord. So the dominant seventh based on the note half step above the target chord. That's A7. Okay. So I will play with the tritone substitution chord. A7 and then A flat. See? Or you can use both of them. You can use E flat 7 and then A7 and see? You don't need to replace the primary dominant and then substitute dominant and see? If so, it becomes colorful. You know why it's colorful? Because it's a flat key to sharp key and then go back to flat key. That's why. Got this circle of fifths. In All the Things You Are, 251 was B flat minor 7, E flat 7, and A flat major 7. And I replaced E flat 7 with A7 and resolves to A flat major 7. So if you split half this circle of fifths chart, right side is a sharp key and left side is a flat key. So when you use tritone substitution, what happens is you are in flat key but temporarily go to sharp key, then come back to flat key again. That's why it sounds colorful. Next example is My Foolish Heart. So here, 251, D minor 7, G7, C minor 7, and this G7, dominant 7th, resolves to C. So I will replace this G7 with tritone substitute chord. So let's find in my way. So as I said, the way I do is thinking backwards. So here, the target chord to resolve is C. So the dominant 7th based on the note half step above target, so which is D flat 7. Okay, let's try with D flat 7. See, it works. Also, you can use primary dominant and substitute dominant both, like I did for All the Things You Are. So let's try that way. G7 and then D flat 7. See? So those are the good example for tritone substitution. I will show you the wrong example and explain when you cannot use it and why in the next video. So please come back. See you in the next lesson.